Guys, great to meet you. I was thinking whilst watching this, is this the most modern movie that's ever been made? It's
quite possibly.
That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah, I think it is. Well, it's not futuristic, but it brings it right to the present, which is really nice. It does feel very real.
Yeah, I know what happens in it, but Bill, can you explain the premise? Because I like hearing it out loud. Because even though I've seen it and I've read the premise, I still smile wryly when
it's really hard to put it into words without it sounding absolutely insane. Stick with me. It is about a young boy called Tom, played by myself, who, when he comes across an attack on his friend Lucy, played by Maisie, there is then an altercation which leaves him with fragments of phone in his brain, which then lead him to having powers to control computing and smartphones, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, I like the use of altercation, making it sound like you're reading it from a police report.
Yeah, well, it's the only word I could think of earlier, so I'm just going to keep using it. Altercation is what happens.
Brilliant. No, it's very exciting. And Maisie, for you being involved in it, you're kind of sort of seeing it through our eyes, having to have a friend who's going through quite a sort of transformative experience.
Right, exactly. Lucy has no idea what's going on in Tom's brain. And it was just really wonderful to work on something that was modern day and, yeah, as you say.
Kind of gritty
and
futuristic.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You must be getting tons of offers. Is it hard to know which one to take, which direction to go down?
I don't know about tons of offers, but it is always really exciting working with other young actors. When Bill was initially linked with this project, it did really excite me. It's just nice to work with other people that you feel are doing well, and yeah.
Thanks, mate.
That's right, babe.
You do seem pally, it's nice. There's clearly...
Oh, when the camera's turned off, it's...
Oh.
Well, I didn't want to say, but I heard you through the next room. You guys were, I don't know, there was things being thrown.
I mean, if there weren't people here, he'd be dead.
When you're working with young actors as opposed to, like, old thesps who have been on the scene for hundreds of years, especially on Game of Thrones, some of those old crusty guys. Is there, what do you learn from someone who hasn't done the job for a long time? Because does the freshness help, or?
My favourite thing about working with other young actors is just the excitement. Sometimes, like when you're on set with like more experienced actors, there's kind of just a sense of like been there, done that, and there's not the excitement of like when's it gonna come out and like the screening and all those lovely parts of making a film. For me, is kind of lost with other people because they've done it a zillion times before. Working with other younger actors is just. Yeah, it's just refreshing, definitely.
I also think in more recent times it's really hard to get films made, so to actually enjoy the process and kind of appreciate what you're doing is really important. I think you get that with more kind of actors our age, that we really feel lucky.
Yeah. Still appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because those older guys. Have you watching Taboo? Have you seen any of Taboo with Tom Hardy? Jonathan Pryce is on that. And
right.
I imagine he's kind of not saying he's been there, done it, but if you've had a 40-year career, you probably just sit back, with a cup of tea or a whiskey. I reckon he's a whiskey
man.
Man.
There's little moments, little things that happen on set that I find really exciting, and sometimes find other people just.
You'll be bored of it in no time.
Get over it. But to be fair, Bill's been acting for over a decade.
Oh, don't say that. It's nice to sound old.
He's so old.
You look great for a
old.
52-year-old. When you see the surgery close up.
I don't know if it's to do with like the experience, but just I don't know what it is. We're fun and other people aren't.
Good, that's a good way to put it. And back to iBoy. In a way, the title would be popular because I imagine just having the lowercase I next to anything.
Everyone's immediately okay, you've got my attention.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there must be someone on a YouTuber called iBoy who reviews different Apple products and stuff.
He's probably really annoyed that
we've sold this thunder.
This title.
And iGirl, what about iGirl? I feel like
is a Chinese film.
No, really?
Yeah, a friend of mine found it and said that we've copied iGirl.
All right, fine. I'll go again. iGran.
I
Gran, not yet.
I dad.
No, that will be the sequels. Yeah, when Tom has a child.
Yeah, exactly. I feel.
Oh my god, that's really good.
Yeah. I feel like as a brainstorming session, we're joking.
we have.
This has happened in a studio in Hollywood, in a big open plan office somewhere. So
Yeah.
What are we
how
gonna do
can we?
next?
How can we make this? And what about all the action in this? Because there's a large level of science fiction. Is it all like I hear about a lot with actors, ping pong balls, like when it's all done in post, or
Yeah, we didn't have that, luckily, because I don't think I'd be very good at that. But it was all the posters like painted into the scenes that we'd already shot. But I remember the scene of us sitting on the bed.
That was the most difficult.
For me, there was supposed to
scene.
be like text all flying around, and half our conversation is happening through text whilst we're also chatting. It's really hard to act with basically nothing there. So we've got the director Adam kind of going, okay, now this
text just came up on the screen, okay, and you're sending this text.
So then I'm kind of looking off into the middle distance going.
Yeah, that was the most difficult time. But that was like the only scene between us where it was really like that with the text in front of you, and as well as on my phone.
Yeah.
Between us, that was like the main one that was like that.
And then what if you actually got a text from your mum or something? I assume you don't have your phone on.
That's all I was doing. I was just texting Hillary. I was just like, Mum, I'll be home soon. Oh, sorry, we're shooting a scene.
Yeah, you see that a lot. I think most directors love it. They think it's so cool to put writing up on the screen. I just saw Trainspotting and Danny Boyle does it, and he's like a genius visually. But there's obviously something quite arresting about seeing the text come up.
It's
Yeah.
nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Main part of our film.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, good luck with this movie.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thanks
to
so
meet you.
much.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
great.
Hi. Oh my God. Hey!
Zane's got a great voice.
I'll just leave it at that.
I've been wanting to meet you. We haven't met each other yet.
Got some lipstick on your teeth.